with no mercy. The pride of Ohio. Oh, he's a monster on the field. Texans linebacker Whitney Mercilus. What's up, Whitney?
What's good? How you doing?
Of course, I'm good, man. I appreciate you joining us. I know it's bright and early, so let's get right to it. Listen, I'm all about paying it forward. You grew up in Akron. You went to Garfield High School in Ohio. This Sunday, you'll be playing just your second time in Cleveland against the Browns. How much are you looking forward to this homecoming?
Oh, yeah. I did it once before, and growing up in Ohio, I watched the Browns, especially not in their greatest era or whatnot. So it was cool just to go back once and to do it again. Looking forward to it. I got a couple buddies who've been hitting me up even before the season started and said, hey, we want to come out, support you, watch the game and all that. So hopefully they'll be able to make it, especially during this interesting time. So it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun game.
It's another homecoming of sorts. Romeo Crennel has been your defensive coordinator for most of your Texans career. He's now, of course, the interim head coach. We all remember, though, when he was the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. It did not work out. I'm sure he wants to go back there and get things done. Everybody loves Rack. Is there a sort of win it for Romeo mentality amongst the Texans this weekend?
Man, it's not really that. It's more like, especially with the way the season has been going, it's more of a winning for everybody mentality. And Rack wants just nothing but the best for us, each and every single individual on this team. And so he's told us how this outfit usually is, especially since the time he's been there and all that. So we just want to go out there and go get another dub, especially for Rack, too.
Hey, Whitney, great to have you on the show. A lot of talk around the trade deadline of the Houston Texans being big sellers. J.J. Watt and Will Fuller. You guys weren't. They're all there. You guys are still all on the same team. And you've done a little bit of a November, December run in the past. Can this Texans team do it? Can you guys, at 2-6, find a way to turn things around? Yeah,
for sure. Definitely. There's nobody who's in here who's even given up or checked out or anything like that. Guys want to compete still. Want to definitely win. Nobody likes losing, and we don't go into these games to lose and all that. So I don't think our record reflects the type of team that we have. I mean, we've lost some close games and didn't capitalize on certain situations in some of these games earlier in the year. And so we just got to really just fine-tune and be better down this last stretch.
Whitney, we love highlighting things that guys are doing on and off of the field. Beyond just playing for the Texans, you founded the With Mercy Foundation, which is featured as part of the latest NFL Legends podcast. Can you tell us more about the foundation, what it means to you, its mission?
Yeah, definitely. So founded the foundation in 2016, and it supports it supports families raising children with disabilities. And we support with ancillary services, also any pharmaceutical costs, medical supplies, things like that, whether it be mental or physical disabilities as well, too. And so what we do is we donate to a ton of organizations who, instead of reinventing the wheel, essentially finding different organizations that support our mission year by year. And we rotate disabilities each year. So first year we did autism, the next year we did Down syndrome, et cetera, et cetera. And this year we're doing more so the unseen. So apraxia and aphasia, which are learning disabilities, and also hearing as well too. So that's pretty much our mission that we set out to support those families, especially who don't know where those services are, to support them. And pretty much we want to support as much as we can. I want this foundation to outlive me and outlast, and to support as many people as we can. We've raised a little over $500,000 to date.
Wow. That's awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Now, we were in Houston for Super Bowl 51, and we noticed, like everybody else when they go there, it's the city of paradise for foodies. You once described yourself as, quote, a fat boy at heart. I'll join that. So the question is, how do you suppress your appetite for all the delicious food there while also having an appetite for sacking NFL quarterbacks?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough balance, especially when, you're in a mecca of nothing but great food and all that. So pretty much I wait till the off season to go enjoy myself and indulge. pretty much I got my girl who just cook at home sometimes and all that. So that really helps me out and keeps me disciplined in a way. So I'm not about 300 pounds out there and slow where everybody's gonna be talking about me and all that. So every now and then, during the season, I do like a 80-20, 90-10 type of deal where I'm all healthy all the time until, I got to go on like a little run, go get me some sushi, some terrible food, fried chicken or something.
Well, listen, Whitney, I know part of your discipline is watching a lot of game tape. You have the Browns this weekend. Which is better? Baker Mayfield's game tape or Baker Mayfield's commercials?
He got a laugh out of that one.
Oh, man. Hey, that's a good question. That is a good question. I mean, look, I ain't want to talk smack or anything like that, man. But, and I ain't going to answer that one.
Teammates J.J. Watt.
He got a lot of commercials too, Kyle.
Yeah, there ain't no question.
You can't exactly knock a guy for being in a lot of commercials when you play with 99, can you?
I'm just saying, hey, you said it. You said it.
All right, let's get this back on track because this is something fascinating. You mentioned food. Everybody likes to cook, but when you take it to another level, you don't make like chili and chicken parm. No. You make squid ink pasta, and you got classes, virtual cooking classes called Cooking on Wednesdays with Wit.
I love it.
You also made smoked salmon eggs Benedict, like real sophisticated. So where does this come from, and when can you cook for us? What are you going to make us, Whitney?
Oh, man, okay, all right. Well, as those eggs Benedict, it ain't come out too professionally and all that. I still got to work on my plating skills, but still was tasty at the end of the day. But for me, I always grew up in the kitchen. My mother's from Haiti, my father's from Haiti, so they love to cook. They show they love by cooking and all that. So just naturally over the years, as I was growing up, I inherently just gained that aspect of just being in the kitchen, smelling the aromas of food, cooking and stuff like that, and just being ready to go eat. That's why I'm a fat boy for sure. So pretty much after that, during the pandemic, I know through the foundation, a lot of kids were going through a lot of stuff, like more domestic violence was going up, child abuse was going up because, the kids can't go anywhere. The parents got to stay at home and everybody getting on each other's nerves. So I wanted to give the kids something to be very constructive. So I started, starting out with like oven-baked bagel pizzas and grilled cheese sandwiches. And then I got torched by my teammates and by the public as well, too, because they didn't think, because it was like, man, I couldn't cook. So at that moment, there was no middle ground. After that, I just took off. I said, all right, we're going to make some foie gras, squid ink pasta. We're going to set the bar right there. I'll make some things that you can't even pronounce.
I like the leap. You go from peanut butter to jelly to sophisticated palates. Whitney, I've been in the position you're in. I've been on a team before where a coach gets fired and you have everybody criticizing, from the coaching staff to your quarterback to every player in between. What is the message as a veteran, as one of the OGs in the locker room? Guys that are sitting back, looking at their phone, booking their vacations, figuring out where they got to ship their car to, worrying about everything other than, you know what I'm talking about. How do you talk to those guys, and what do you say?
Yeah, man, it's funny. I've been through this situation before. That was in 2013, transition from Kubiak to O'Brien, and now it's happening again 7 years later. What I tell the guys is, man, stay locked into it, because we still got a chance, too. I mean, hell, if we do win out, we got a chance to make it to the playoffs. Still, there's no hope that's gone. And I'm just like, hey, guys, just don't worry about the future, about the changes and all that. That's out of your control. You can't control what you can't control. You can only control what you can control right now, which is going on that practice field, practicing the best that you can, and going out there and playing as best as you can to show on film 32 and 31 other teams. If you don't end up here, you go end up somewhere else.
That's a fact. Well said, man. We appreciate you. Listen, when you come out to New York, we got a kitchen right here in the studio. You can cook up something and we'll talk a little football, all right?
I bet, man. Bet. I'll do that.
All right. Appreciate you. Have a good one, all right?
Oh, yeah. Appreciate y'all. All right. Take care.